Hello, I'm James Helder. Welcome to a very special episode here on Pitch Football. I'm quite fortunate enough to be joined by my friend Tyrone McKenna, the mighty Celt. Mate, I've got to
What's
say,
happening, James?
you look really well. You're looking really well.
I'm glad you said that, but I feel fat and a slob because I'm only back training after Christmas. I've had too much turkey, drank too much Baileys, and I have to get it all off me.
Listen, mate, you're welcome into my world. This is how I feel every day. I felt like this for 38 years. So I kind of can empathise with how you're feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I've got you here, as much as I do like discussing myself being overweight, is to talk about the situation regarding Everton Football Club. It's been like Brookside, isn't it, for the last sort of 9-10 weeks in particular. CEOs getting headlocked, fans blockading roads. Frank Lampard looking absolutely terrified from meeting the fans. What's your take on it all?
I actually seen a video like 3 days ago. I think it was Anthony Gordon. I think he was driving down beside the stadium and getting attacked by the fucking the fans. But listen, I don't know. I know Frank got sacked today, and everyone's hoping that'll do something, waking us up and maybe start fighting back in relegation. But there's only so much managers you can sack and hire before you realize it's not really the manager's fault. I don't think. I think there's a bigger thing going on in the background where with the board need to sort themselves out. I think we need to sign a lot of players. I don't always think you should be pointing your finger at the manager. Frank Lampard, he done great. He made us win the relegation battle last year. He got us through that. We kind of had hopes that he was going to do big things for the club this year, and unfortunately, he just doesn't have the team to do it. They sold Richardson in the summer there, and it didn't replace him with anyone. So our strikers are up front is shambles at the minute. I think we need a few different players in there now, to really give us a chance.
Now we've all seen the clips of the Everton fans insinuating that your number 9 wears knickers and bras. There's been a lot of drama at the club.
That's the thing. Like, it seems our team's more interested in what clothing they're buying from the shops than winning games. And like you watch them in the field. I watch most of the Everton games that I can watch. I put it on for 20 minutes and I have to turn it off because they don't look interested. They don't look like the car. They look lackadaisical. At least last year in the relegation battle, we fought back with a bit of heart, with balls. It was exciting, even though it's a relegation battle, but at least it brought Evertonians together and we're excited about the matches. This year, it just seems like no one gives a fuck. They're all lackadaisical on the pitch. They don't give a care. They don't care that they're there. They don't care. No, I don't know. It just feels Everton's in a very bad place at the minute.
Currently languishing 19th in the Premier League. Frank Lampard kept them up by the skin of his teeth last season.
Yeah.
Was it the right decision by the board to sack Frank Lampard today?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I don't know. It's a tough one. I've seen the replacements who they're hoping maybe to get in. I've seen they're saying Moyes again or they're saying Wayne Rooney. I don't think Wayne Rooney's done enough to actually warrant a place in managing Everton. I've actually seen someone saying Big Duncan. I wouldn't mind Duncan taking for the rest of the season. At least he has a bit of patience. The players respect him, the club respects him, the fans respect him. So you'd have a bit of patience. He might motivate the team to play better and to maybe to go out there and do something. But I don't know if sacking Frank Lampard now was the right decision, but something did need to change.
I've got the full list here. So you've got Sean Dyche at 2-1, Marcelo Bielsa at 11-4.
Is he favourite?
Yeah, Sean Dyche's favourite. Been in a relegation scrap before.
Yeah.
Knows how to get you out. He's going to play the Everton way, which is, I think, something you've missed.
Yeah.
To the way Everton used to play under David Moyes, they had a certain strategy and criteria to the players they signed, and it's been very hit and miss under the owners, not just Frank Lampard, but under the owners. Also, you've got Wayne Rooney at 9-2, David Moyes 12-1. West Ham currently languishing, I think, 16th in the Prem as well. So he's not setting the world alight. Sam Allardyce, Big Sam's in the mix at 25-1.
Is he in the mix? No, he's not, is he?
He is in the mix. Carlo Ancelotti, aka my dad's absolute ringer, 33-1. John Terry, 40-1. And then rank outsider, which I would be surprised if he come anywhere near the club, is Steven Gerrard, 50-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Could you imagine?
That's a random one. There's a few random ones in there, to be honest. But
oh mate.
But I don't know. I would like. I mean, Moyes isn't doing much now, but I mean, when he was Everton's manager, it was probably the best spell we've had in a long, long time. So
yes,
it'd be nice to maybe see him come back. He obviously knows what way to play the club and how to get us playing together and as a good team.
I don't think the current squad are going to suit Bielsa ball. If I'm being brutal. Don't think that's going to work. I would love nothing more than to see Sam Allardyce roll up. Honestly, the banter to see Big Sam involved. Oh mate,
you know what? God. That would be the Everton way to get Big Sam back. That would be Everton all over, to be honest. But no, I hate it, Sam. I hate him.
I love him.
I don't know. I don't know who they should get, but I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Is Big Dunc 4-1? Is he?
Yeah, Big Dunc's 4-1, and he did a great job when he was caretaker last time, didn't he? He's going to put the fear of God into some of these players that ain't playing.
And I think that's what they need, because Frank Lampard, he's such a nice guy. I think like he's a very friendly guy compared to most managers. And
yes,
Big Dunc just comes in, screams in your face, makes you shit yourself, and you'll go out and you'll start playing properly for him. You'll be worried about what the fuck he's going to be doing in change rooms after. So I think that's what we need, to put up a hole, and Big Dunc's the man for it.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Moshiri and Kenwright and the other CEO, who I shan't remain nameless, who got caught in a headlock the other day allegedly by one of the fans. What are they actually doing? What is Moshiri's strategy? I mean, not just him, Kenwright. You've spent probably, I think it's 800 million over 5 or 6 seasons. Like we managed to pile you off with a Wobie.
I know.
Right, 60 million pounds. What is going on?
They're just spending money for the sake of it. It seems. I mean, the money's there and they're spending it on players, but they aren't getting the right players in or what we need. I mean, as you say, we paid, I forget what we paid for Wobie, but it was expensive buy for a man who didn't deserve it. And then you're selling Richardson, but you're not replacing them. And then I don't know. It just seemed like the board's all over the shop. They don't know what they're doing, what direction they're going with the club.
Yes.
And maybe they need to shake things up behind the scenes and get new fresh faces in. I don't know, but whatever they're doing, they need to do the opposite, because they're fucking brutal. It's just depressing being an Evertonian at the minute.
I can imagine. The thing is, you've got a new ground halfway completed. Can you imagine Everton fans if they're at their new ground in the Championship next season? Sam Allardyce at the helm.
That sounds like a nightmare. But that's the way we're going. Like, we're gonna have this. It's just bewildering, and you can't even talk about it sometimes. It's mental what's happening. It's last year I went, fuck. We had a relegation battle. It was very close. We got through with the skin of their teeth. And this year I actually started with a bit of hope and optimism. And then game after game, it's just soul destroying to watch.
The worrying thing is you're losing to teams around you. You've lost to West Ham. You've lost to Southampton. These are games that you must win. You must win these games with the teams around you. Like, you've got fans letting off £500 worth of fireworks at hotel rooms, and you're still getting beat. What is going on?
I know. I really hope. I don't think it was the right decision to let Lampard go today, but it's done. Whatever's done is done, and I hope it does bring the change that we kind of need. But I do think there's a bigger problem in the club than the manager. The manager. It's not a quick fix in Everton at the minute. It's not here. Let's get a new manager and then we'll start playing well. There's a lot more needs done. There's a lot. The back staff needs sorted out. We need new players in. Maybe a new manager is needed, but not Sam Allardyce. Someone else.
Oh mate, Big Sam. Can you imagine him?
Tell me,
First signing,
you know,
Kevin Nolan brought out a
I
retirement.
see anything I laugh at and go, fuck, that'll never happen. That's always what happens. So it probably will be big Sam.
I think Sean Dyche would be a good manager for you. He's not going to take
Yeah.
nonsense. He's been in the dogfight. He's going to play the Everton way, the way you played under Moyes, 4-4-2, big striker, two midfielders that were aggressive, winning the ball, putting in tackles. Do you know what I
We
mean?
need to get you behind the wheel. That's what we need. You
Oh,
know
man.
what you're talking about, but listen,
I'll take it.
it just doesn't get phone up. Get phone up. We need James Helder at the wheel. Give him team talks.
I could probably pass for Sam Allardyce's son, to be fair.
You know what? You're not far off.
I'm not far off a pints of gravy either, to be
What
honest.
did you say your dad looks like?
He looks like Ancelotti, my dad. He watches my shows as well. Sorry about that, Dad. My mates call him Ancelotti all the time. He goes absolutely divvy. Honestly, you've never seen nothing like it.
Oh, fuck. No. Well, hopefully we'll get sorted. So, when's our next match? Is it 2 weeks time or
Question.
10 time?
Sorry about that. Let me just get your fixtures up. Good question. So for you personally, you think Big Dunc will be a good choice?
Just to end the season, a caretaker, as a lot he done last year. I mean, he done well when he was in there last year. And
oh my good God! So Everton play Arsenal on the Saturday, the 4th of February. Then
that's an easy one.
after that, on the 13th, you've got the Merseyside derby, and then after that, you've got basically bottom of the table, near on clash with Leeds United at Goodison. They're big games. For a manager coming in, they are absolutely monstrous games. I'm guessing you'd probably be looking at them games and saying, if you've got 4 points out of those, you've done exceptionally well.
That's a tough February.
It's a tough one.
Well, I mean, like Arsenal's playing lethal. Fucking yeah, Arsenal. We would love a draw against Arsenal, but that's probably unlikely.
I'm not even going to jinx it. I'm not even going to say anything regarding the draw. Do you know what I mean? We're not gonna jinx it. We're just gonna stay completely calm and take it one game at a time.
And then the Merseyside derby, to be honest, Liverpool are playing shit at the minute. So
yeah,
that could be up for grabs. Could steal a point there.
Yeah. The problem is with Liverpool playing so badly, they're always prone to come back and smash someone. Someone's on the end of something.
And like it's not like we're playing well, so but and then who was
you might get the new manager bounce though. That's the thing. New manager might come in.
Yeah, and but a fresh face and impress the new manager and they'll work harder a bit. And yeah, so maybe it is a right time for a new manager. But that's a hard month for a new manager to come and step in.
Do you think there'll be a riot if Everton go down? Do you think they'll actually chase Moshiri and Kenwright out of Liverpool?
100,000,000%. I mean, they're ready, near enough ready. I mean, they're attacking players. They're fucking giving abuse everywhere. There's flags everywhere. So yeah, definitely be a rat. 1,000,000,000%. Do you know what? Evertonians are, as I said, people's club, and they really get behind their team and they love Everton and they love their club. So to see the club the way it is now, I mean, I'm not even surprised there's going to be rats.
It must be traumatic as an Everton fan. Looking out from the outside in, we see it quite differently. We're seeing it like Brookside a little bit.
This is your best year in fucking a long time.
Listen, mate, I've waited 19 years for this. Yeah, I've been on the end of banter and stick and criticism for 19 years. Okay, 19 years.
I'm actually glad it's Arsenal. I don't mind Arsenal as a club compared to the other top 3 or top 4. But
I've always liked you, the Mighty Celt, and that's why I'm an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So hopefully you'll support us when we're in the Championship. Hopefully we'll get back up to the Premiership next year.
Can you imagine the new ground opening up? First game, Millwall away. Millwall at
home. How much does the new stadium hold? Do you know?
I don't exactly know. I've only seen that video. The Scousers snuck into the stadium and they were like around secretly. So I'm not fully aware, but it's gonna be a monstrous ground, isn't it?
It's do you know what? The worst timing ever for a new stadium, isn't it? We should get a smaller stadium.
On the plus side, hopefully it's not on back streets so players can get home without
Yeah,
blockaded in.
I know. I know the stadium that currently is in, like it's just streets everywhere, streets galore of Evertonians. So anytime something bad happens, you're always worried for the players going out to the bus.
Only thing I can compare it to is I'm from South London and we've got many estates. It's like having a football stadium in the middle of the ends, isn't it? It's real gritty, and they're real proud and passionate fans, the Evertonians. Yeah,
100%. I mean, anytime before matches or after matches, that whole fucking area is just packed. People drinking, enjoying themselves, and big time passionate about Everton and football, and they're maybe one of the most passionate supporters in the Premiership at the minute. So for their support and fans to see what's happening this year, even last year, even the last few years, it's just disheartening, and it's just tough being an Evertonian at the minute.
Well, just looking at the bottom of the table, it's almost as entertaining and as exciting as the Premier League race at the moment. Just looking at Southampton, Everton, Bournemouth, Wolves, West Ham, Leeds, Leicester, maybe even Forest, they can all get sucked down. When I say to you, Mighty Celt, give me your bottom three for this season, honestly and genuinely, what goes through your mind?
I think Everton will creep out. I do think we will. I know it's not looking likely at the minute, but I think there'll be a miracle happen. Some sort of miracle will happen. Big Sam will get us railed up, and we'll go out and get the wins. But something hopefully will happen. I think Southampton will go down. I think who was the other
Bournemouth, West Ham, Leicester, Wolves, Leeds are not too far away.
Leicester, I think is going to go down. Leicester will be one.
Right. Brendan Rodgers hasn't had the best of seasons.
Oh, he's had terrible.
No one links him with being sacked, though. It's like he just gets on with it. Gets on with it, lad, doesn't he?
He's Everton and fucking how shit we are.
Mate, honestly, I feel for Everton. I feel for the Evertonian fans. I've got a lot of mates at Everton, and we have some great banter over the years. And to see the club the way it is, it's not most pleasurable for all of us. We know they're a real people's club, and I personally would like to see them stay in the Premier League. I'm just loving the antics of everything. It's been a hot topic on every one of our shows every week. Something new's happened.
It's sad that the last 5 years of being an Evertonian, I'd say the last year was the most exciting of the last 5 years because we're in a relegation battle, and that's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
And then to have it 2 years in a row, now it's just last year is like fuck me. At least there's a bit of excitement in the club. We're trying to get out of fucking relegation, but this year it's just sad to see it 2 years in a fucking row.
When Frank Lampard signed, no doubt you'd have had dreams and aspirations of the Howard Kendall era.
No, I
gap on Liverpool.
When Frank was signed, and then at the very start, I was like, that's a good signing. But then I seen him with the relegation, how he played, and I started getting excited for the next season. I was like, we're actually going to do all right here. I was thinking top six and everything. I was like, you know what, we're actually going to go well with a decent squad. And I don't know, our squad just doesn't play the way it should. And probably the way Frank does play, he's a 4-3-3, and I don't know, just this season didn't go as I thought it would go, as a plan, and how I thought Frank would bring the team. But it's every year I'm like, this is the season we'll start playing well, and it just shocks me. It gets worse and worse every year.
Frank Lampard, give him his due. I saw a clip with him and the Everton fans from a couple of days ago. He looked like he just bumped into someone he owed £20,000 to. I've never seen the fear of God in someone so much. Honestly, he looked bad, didn't he? Let's be honest.
He did.
He did.
I think he knew what was happening, and he just knows how passionate the fans are, and obviously they're all getting on to him, and he's feeling the pressure, and he knows his job was on the line. I don't know, it's just all getting him. So he looked bad. But
He looked bad, honestly. Right, so quick roundup. You want to bring in Sam Allardyce. You want the club to stay up.
He's the last on the list. Big Dunc. Big Dunc at the end of the season.
Can you imagine Big Dunc when you walk on the pitch wearing molds? It's like, what are those? Imagine it when you're trying to put your sports bra on and he's just looking at you like you're one of them burglars that he kept as a pet in his house.
Oh, sick.
Oh, mate, honestly, I'm not laughing at your club. I'm just laughing at the situation a little bit. Big
No,
Dunc, so Big Dunc's your man. Everton to
Makes sense.
stay up. New ground,
Step.
new ground celebration. Millwall not
New
first.
signings.
Yeah, some new signings. Back to
Yep.
4-4-2 as well.
Yeah,
I think that
4-4-2.
suits the Everton way.
Play the
innit?
Moisey way, and then we'll be happy.
Yeah. All right, listen, I can't thank the mighty Celt enough. Before I let you go, give us some updates, give us some fight news. I know you've been having your medicals today. You're back in the gym training. When can we expect to see the mighty Celt punching people for money again?
Well, I'm hoping it'll be released this week. I should be fighting March 17th in Belfast. Few names, few interesting names that I think they're UK fighters, so people be interested if it happens. Big names. Big decent fight and a war, of course, always a war with the mighty Celt.
Every fight you're in is an absolute war.
I love it.
I enjoy it.
I don't know why. I've started trying to box when I'm in training, like sparring. I'm slipping everything, I'm moving, jabbing, and then it gets to fight night, and I just say, fuck it. The crowd want a war. The crowd are getting a war.
Love that. Now, before I let you go, the mighty Celt. Fantastic moniker. I love it. I know the story. Can you tell the viewers how you got the name The Mighty Celt?
I was 14 and I auditioned for a part in the film. The film was called The Mighty Celt. It was 2,000 people auditioning for it, 2,000 kids in West Belfast, and I beat them all and got the film. And just everyone around the area always called me Mighty Celt because that's what the film was in, wasn't it? As the lead role, there was actors like Gillian Anderson, Scully from X-Files, and Robert Carlyle, who's in Train Spotting and everything like that. So they were my mummy and dad in it, and I was the main role.
You're the son of Robert Carlyle. You do look a bit like him. You do look a bit like him, to be fair.
I sometimes tweet Gillian Anderson to Robert Carlyle and say, "It's your long lost son. Have you forgot about me?" They never get back to me, but
no. Is it true you turned down a part in Game of Thrones to continue your boxing career?
No. Well, slightly true. Not really. A bit half. So Game of Thrones director phoned the Mighty Celt director and said, "Look, we're starting this series in Belfast. Would love to get that kid that acted in your film's number. Want to get with a part from him." And he gave. I lived in Tommy McCarthy and our boxers' grannies at the time, and he gave the granny the director's number. Said, "Give Tyrone that. Tell him to phone up. There's a part in the Game of Thrones for him." And I phoned up, and they're like, "Yeah, we've got a part here for you. We want to meet you on Saturday to see if it'll fit. But we'll think it will. So come down on Saturday and we'll meet." And then I said, "No problem." Blah blah blah. Got off the phone and I realized I'd booked Jay-Z the same date as I was supposed to meet them for the film or for the Game of Thrones. And I went, I love Jay-Z, like a big Jay-Z fan. Right. And I was like, fuck it, I ain't going to Jay-Z. I was in Manchester, I ain't going to Jay-Z concert. Game of Thrones, that doesn't even sound fucking good. It sounds shit. It'll go nowhere. Next thing, it's fucking the biggest thing in the world.
Do you know the worst thing? I think I know what character you was going to play because the actor that they chose does look a bit like you. It's King Joffrey, whatever his name was. He's a right wicked bastard. Yeah, I reckon that would who you would have played. 100%.
Do you know what? I think I know what you're talking about.
Trust me. He looks a bit like the Mighty Celt, to be fair. He does. Casting and roles, I reckon that's where I would have placed you. 100%.
Yeah. Okay, well, I missed out then.
You missed out massively. You went to see Hove and then missed out on Game of Thrones, riding dragons.
The concert was goof. The concert was goof.
Now, listen, I believe in the Mighty Celt, and I know after boxing he's going to work his way back up to being a Hollywood A-lister.
I'm telling you that here. I'm in a movie. I'm acting in a movie in 2 weeks. So back on your big screen soon.
Listen, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about my acting career, okay? You know, you bring me in. I've gone from extra to featured actor to middle row type.
I like it.
So
powerful.
Any parts for a younger Sam Allardyce, you know
what. I'll get you involved.
If you need someone to play Sam Allardyce when he was young, there's only one person that can do this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm meant for that role. I will drink pints of gravy. I will drink gravy all day. Honestly. Fucking love gravy. I just want to thank the mighty Celt for his time appearing on Pitch Football. If you are watching this on the YouTube channel, please download our free app, Pitch Footy, for fan merchandise, giveaways, signed stuff, tickets, banter, my fat head. If you're watching this on the Pitch app, please check out the Spotify version for the adult versions of the show while you're on the road. Mighty Celt, stay safe. Good luck. See you soon.
Thank you.